Hey everyone, hope you guys are doing well. This should be an intro to a what sold video, so I hope you guys enjoy the content. I want to say a couple things. So people have probably heard my little son in the background. His name is Zane. He's a little monster right now. He's talking and everything, so you'll probably hear him more and more because he's kind of my shadow when I'm packing up stuff for eBay. So if you do hear him, here's a picture of him, so hopefully you guys can see him. He's a cute little guy, but he does like to talk and make noise. So if you hear him in the background, I apologize, but sometimes it's just the time of the day where he's there and I can't record it without him being in the background. The noise isn't too bad, but if you hear it, I apologize if it is distracting and all. So that's one thing. And two, you'll notice at one point the camera is like flipped into the portrait style. I, for whatever reason, didn't realize I was recording that way, so I apologize in advance. Someone made a comment on another video that the audio quality for my videos isn't great. This is the best I'm doing, guys. I barely have enough time for this as it is, so I'm just doing what I can to get the content out there. I'm not trying to be some super huge YouTube star, but if you guys are enjoying it, I appreciate it. And if it's just too much and it doesn't sound that great, I know there's a lot of other channels out there that have really great content and probably put a little more time and effort into the videos, and the quality is probably a lot better in that sense. But if you're okay with it, I appreciate it. Thank you. And if not, I totally understand. But the reality is, this is just who I am. This is probably what it's going to be like for the next couple videos. So enjoy it. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Take care. Hey everyone, hope you guys are doing well. Back with the sales update to start the week with Monday. 5 sales here. Actually, I had 2 other things sell as well, which you guys will be seeing here in the next clip. So that's pretty cool. They just sold after I was already at storage, so I'll show those. 5 sales, so actually 7 sales in total. Isn't a huge day, but the dollar amount isn't huge either. But there's a couple of good things, and obviously I'm just thankful for having any kind of sales. It's always good to move stuff out. Here's a Grand Vitara Suzuki. It's a little vehicle they made. Not a very good one, actually, but in my opinion. This one sold for $11, shipped on a best offer. I bought a bunch of Suzuki hats and some old Ford hats for like 25 cents or 50 cents each. A couple of Suzuki ones did really well and sold like 18 to 20 bucks, and then I got a couple left, and this one finally sold on the best offer of 11. I think I had it listed at 15, so happy to get rid of that. Here's some ink. I think I paid $3 for this. There's 2 564 XLs, a 564 magenta, and a yellow one here. I think they're expired. Yeah, from 2015. I've had them for a little while. I listed them at $19.99 or best offer, and no one had come through for a while. Someone finally offered $14.50, and I said you could have them. I didn't even check the prices to see. Maybe I was way off anyways, but I only paid $3. They're going to go first class, and I'm happy to get them out of here. So that's pretty good. 3 NES games, Super Mario Brothers Duck Hunt, Super Mario Brothers 2, and Super Mario Brothers 3. A lot of these all together, they sold for 36 or 37 shipped. Pretty good deal for the 3 games. If I have them like this, I usually lot them together in case someone wants to buy all 3. A lot of people like to have the Marios, so they're a little bit. This one probably has the worst condition with respect to like some yellowing and discoloration. The other ones have some minor wear, but they are tested and working, so those will go out first class. Here's a Sony Walkman. Listed this, and it sold within about 2 days. Does not work. It powers up, but something's wrong with probably the little bands in there or whatever, because it won't work. It won't play the cassette. But I sold it as is for parts for $10. I threw this in a big lot of stuff that I bought. I have a buck in it maybe. I usually buy the Walkmans if they're $1 or less, and then I usually try to sell them for about 10 shipped or so if they don't work. And obviously if they do work, it goes up from there. Cool item here. This is Ju-On the Grudge Haunted House Simulator. Don't know much about it, but I paid 50 cents or $1 for this game for the Wii. When I saw it, I knew it was going to be valuable. It's like a horror type game, which the Wii's not really known for that. I think O&L Flips Lucas over there just sold this game as well for 40-some bucks. I had mine for a while, and I had it listed at 49, because at the time it seemed like sometimes it sold for that much, and I usually on video games will shoot towards the higher amount. It took a little while. I think his sold for 44 or something like that, 46. Mine eventually sold for 49 today. I paid $1 most, so great deal there. Look out for horror games on any system. Horror, kind of those thriller ones. Those are ones that not always have value, but a lot of times will have more value than your standard like shooter game or something like that. So let's just say $1 in, and it sold for 49 shipped. Happy about that. And then I'll show you guys what else. Hey everyone, hope you guys are doing well. Back with the final sales from Monday. Another little Genie remote here sold for 22 shipped. and a Castlevania Symphony of Night Greatest Hits. It's a pretty rare game. It's just the case and the manual though. This sold for like 35 or 36 shipped. Hey everyone, back with the sales update for Tuesday. 5 sales to show you here, and then I have 2 more to show you guys later, and we still have an hour or so left, so we'll see how it goes, but we'll jump right into what sold. Starting off, this Bucilla, who knows? Buccia, maybe? I don't know. It's this is a tree skirt for Christmas. It's like a Noah's Ark variety one. It's got like the Christmas tree and everything, but it's kind of got the ark. This one was opened, but it looked to be new. Took pictures of everything. The lady had a question about it. She asked me how many different felts there were, different colors. So I actually just spread them. My wife spread them all out. We took a picture, an additional picture for her to show all that. I also told her how many there were. I had it listed at 90 or best offer. She came through and said she'll do 75 since it's open, but it does appear complete. This came out of a $200 lot from the storage unit, guys, so I went ahead and just jumped on it for 75. Brand new, sealed, perfect condition. You might get 120 bucks for one of these. So, like I said, I probably could have waited out and maybe got closer to that 90 mark, but I was happy for the price. But look out for the little cross-stitch tree skirts, the Christmas ones. Some of those do pretty well. Here is a Honda Civic 1994 Del Sol service manual. Came out of the big manual lot for 500 bucks. Had listed at like 45. Someone offered 25 and have had no interest in it so far. I took the offer. Happy to get rid of it for 25 bucks. It just goes in a bubble mailer. Here's a Skate 3 game for the 360. This came out of a $20 360 buy. I already sold the system for 60. And this sold for just 10 shipped disc only. So happy about that. Here is a Scrabble deluxe game. The box is beat up, as you can see. I paid, I think, $5 for this. I think it was from Savers, $5 or $6, and it sold for 40 shipped. I usually end up spending about 14 bucks to ship this, like through SmartPost. So it leaves me with about 26 out of the 40 that I can use towards the fees and then whatever my profits and my investment was. So I tend to make like 15 to 20 bucks on these, depending on what I paid and then what where it's going shipping wise. So you don't make a ton to ship it. I just wrap it in bubble wrap, and I have these big poly mailers that I just put it in and wrap it in that and send it off. I've never had an issue. So it's a pretty big item though, so there's some profit there, but you're not going to get rich off it. These last two are actually the same order. It's a bunch of trains. A lot of them have damage. There's Bachmann in here. There is Lifelike. There is Tycho. A couple of odd names I'd never heard of. A bunch, mostly cars, a couple of engines, all listed, untested. I bought a bunch of train stuff for 100 bucks with buildings, some sealed connectors and stuff, and different things for trains. This was the stuff that mostly had damage where, it wasn't perfect shape, so I put it all in one big lot. I took a best offer of $80 shipped. So one person in New York bought all this for 80. I paid 100 for everything. I still should I have 3 lots of buildings that I bought. They should all go for around 50 bucks each. Plus I had about 50 bucks in odd parts, and then a couple other train lots that should sell for 20 to 40 bucks. So it was a good deal overall, but I'm happy to get rid of these at 80 shipped. And then I'll show you guys what final sale or 2 sales from Wednesday. Sold Tomb Raider here, anniversary for the Wii. This ended up selling for 10 shipped. So happy about that. They came out of the big $1,000 toy lot, but there were some video games included. And this is a Rock Revival, brand new with tags, Giovanni Perez jeans. You should see on the screen, I don't remember the size on it, but it's brand new. It came from Ross or Marshalls. I paid 30 plus tax, and it sold for 85 shipped, full price. Hey everyone, back with the sales from Wednesday. 4 sales so far. I think I have a couple waiting payments, so we'll see if those get paid. First one is all these TFC wiring here. I bought a bunch of wiring. It was all brand new, and these little conductor type things and different odds and ends from one of my sources. It was 30 bucks for this whole box of stuff. I sold these little adapter pieces for 150, a bunch of little sets of them, and then I have a bunch of wiring left. This bit right here, I allotted these together, these 4, and they sold for 80 shipped. I think it's for telecommunications or something is what someone put in their listing, but it's heavy duty wire. Don't know much about it. I just put in the little model number, this power cable I guess is what it is, but put this model number in, found another listing, and I listed all mine for 80 shipped. and they sold. They are super heavy, but they should fit in a nice compact box, and we'll get them out of here. I paid 30. We've already made, I think we sold like 160, 170 worth was the final total. So we're way into the profit, and this is just an add-on. And then I have a bunch of other wiring left. So sometimes we sell stuff we have no idea what it is, but you just plug model numbers in and stuff, and you get lucky. Here's a Minecraft story mode. This came out of the big $1,000 lot. It's got a damaged case, which I put in the listing. I'll see if I have a better one, though, and I'll switch it out. If so, I usually switch it out even if I list it like this, as long as I have one available. But that's sold for 10 shipped. It's a really quick seller, not for a ton of money, but an easy sale. And again, that's at a $1,000 lot. So is this. This is Candyman 3 Day of the Dead. This little guy, it is brand new sealed, but you can see it's not in the best shape. This was also from that same lot. He sold for 40 shipped, full price. Just to recap on the $1,000, you guys should have already seen the video if you've been watching me, but I spent it's actually more than $1,000. I bought a couple different things from one seller, but at one time I bought $1,000 worth, and for that $1,000, I'm already at, I don't know, like 160 or something dollars, so not a whole lot. So we're starting to sell some stuff. I did list high though, because we're going into Q4 here, so I wanted to start a little higher and see if some of the sealed toys and the video game stuff sold a little bit better around Christmas. If after Christmas a lot of it's still here, we'll drop the prices or run sales and stuff and to try to move it out. So, but that's sold for 40. And lastly, a Twins Majestic jacket, size 2XL, a nice one here. This was $10 at a Goodwill. I thought I would get more like 40 or 50 for it. It's just in really good shape, but it's taken forever. I had it listed at 50. I think 60 at one point, dropped it to 50, your best offer. Finally got an offer today at 30. I countered with 40. They countered with 35. I countered with 40 again or something like that, and we ended up agreeing on 38. So I paid 10. It's going to ship pretty easy. It's pretty light, maybe for like $8 or $9, but see, it's a nice jacket there. Baseball season is kind of winding down here, but I'm happy to get rid of it for the 38 shipped, and we'll still make, 10 or $12 maybe when it's said and done, who knows. But I'm happy to get rid of that, and then I'll show you guys anything else if it's up. Hey everyone, back with the sales update for Thursday. 7 sales here. No super home runs, but a lot of solid sales, and some stuff I'm pretty happy with. So let's just jump right in. Collector's Edition Fallout Guide here. It's not in perfect shape, as you can probably see. It's used. I mean, it's not like brand new sealed and wrapper or anything, but it is still in good enough shape to sell, and it's sold. I paid like $1 or $2 for this at a garage sale, and ended up selling for 45 shipped on a best offer. So some of them go for like $60 and stuff, even more, I guess. Some of the solds were, but mine was not in perfect condition. So, and I think it might come with something that mine didn't come with. So happy I only paid $1 though. Here's a Dimensions ornament set, like little cat. They're called Santa Claus, like CLAWS. So they're just adorable little cats. Paid $1 or $2 for this. It's brand new. That sold for 28 shipped, full price, which I was surprised, but happy about that. Here's a Des Bryant Cowboys jersey, size large. He doesn't play with the team anymore. I sold one of his a while back for like 40 shipped, even though he had left the team. This one I paid, I think, $5 for, and it sold for 35 shipped. So pretty good deal there. Don't know why people are still buying his, even though he doesn't play, but I'll take it. Cowboys have a pretty big following though, so I guess there are a lot of people interested. Silent Hill Silent Hill for the Room. This is just the case and manual only. It's from the big manual case lot that I bought for 100. We've already made profit on that. This sold for 10 shipped just by itself. If you find rarer games or harder to find games, and you just have the case and manual and it's in good shape, you can sell them because people will buy it to complete if they already have the disc to make a set there. The King James Red Letter Bible, the Special Study Edition. A bigger one here. It's got your typical wear, but it is red letter. Nice big big text. This was probably $5 or something like that, and it sold for 45 shipped, full price. My son is just a talking storm now, so you'll hear him there. He wants me to help him, so we'll try to go quick. It's okay, hold on, buddy. 1996 Kia Sportage, Volume 1 and 2 Service Manual. Surprised this one sold. It's from the big manual lot. The pair of them sold for 50 shipped. So happy about that. And this is from the $1,000 buy. They go 3, 3, 6, 7. It is brand new, like everything's sealed in bags, but the box is obviously open with some wear. I think the manual's been up or something too. This sold for 45 shipped. They had it listed at 50. They countered with they made an offer of 40. I countered with 45 and they took it. So I have to get rid of this. It's super light. We'll just put it in a box and then probably pirate ship it and we'll be good to go. So that's all for now. And I already have some sales that have sold because today's already Friday. I've already had some stuff sell on Friday, so you guys should see some stuff from the week. Hey everyone, we are back with the sales update for the weekend. Pretty slow weekend for the most part. 19 sales, which is on the lower end. I actually had 20, but I had to cancel one because apparently a while back I shipped out the wrong set of sealed media to somebody. It was very similar. The tapes were the same, just I sent the wrong quantity out. I sent someone a 6-pack instead of a 5-pack, and then now the person bought the 6-pack and I only have a 5-pack. So they wanted to cancel it, obviously, so that's my fault. So we all make mistakes, but that's still kind of frustrating, especially on a slow weekend. But here's what we do have. These shoes, Dewberry of Ireland, these have sold once before. They were, I think, $9 at the thrift store or something like that, $8.99, and they sold for about $40 before. Person said she loved the shoes, but they just were a little tight for her. I believe it was a girl, if I remember correctly. And then the next person bought them for $40.89 or $41.89. Some weird offer came through. So I said, okay. So hopefully there'll be no issue with these. I did list that they may run a little tight. I added that to the listing just to see. This is Final Fantasy X, the original soundtrack. I think this sold for like 18 shipped. It wasn't a big lot of stuff that I paid $10 for at a garage sale, so that was an awesome deal. Here's an Xbox Psychonauts. This game always sells well. It's disc only. That sold for, I think, 18 or 19 shipped. And this is Instant Immersion Hawaiian. There's like 8 discs here. Someone had one listed for like 100, someone for 80. I listed mine for like 50 or something, or 55, or best offer. Someone offered 45. I took it. I don't even remember where that came from, but that was a great deal. Ryobi and Teleport. If you look at the model numbers on the back of these chargers, this is a P118. That sold for 18 shipped. Not a whole lot. It's going to go on a padded flat rate. This is Jet Force Gemini. It's got writing on there. It's my son in the background. You can hear him chiming in with his thoughts. Jet Force sold for 12 shipped. Sorcerer's Apprentice. This came in a big chest book lot that I bought. This one sold for $16.99 on eBay. So you can still sell books on eBay, as it turns out. Honda Accord, $19.99. ETM, which is the electrical troubleshooting manual. This sold for $25 on a best offer. That was from the big manual lot from Storage Unit Guy. This is a like ice pack. I forgot the brand name. GOTS, yeah, GOTT''S. This was like 50 cents or $1 at an estate sale. It sold for 25 shipped. It still should go first class. It's super light. Here's a TaylorMade head cover, 200 steel. I bought a bunch of these in a box for $5. This one sold for 13 shipped, so happy about that. This is a Wii controller from the big $1,000 video game buy. It was, or not video game, toys and video games combined. This was just in there by itself. It's not the Wii Motion Plus one, and it sold for 14 shipped. It does work. Here's a Honda Accord 2012 manual. Paid $1 for this at a garage sale, and it sold for like 12 shipped. I'll ship that medium mail. 2 PS2 controllers. They're kind of like the translucent or whatever it's called. Transparent ones, I think is what it is, actually, not translucent. These ones sold for 30 shipped for the pair, so happy about that. This is paddles and everything to, I think, a Ninja blender is what it is. Hopefully you'll see on the screen. If I'm wrong, I apologize. These like blades and stuff like that sold for 25 shipped. I had bought a Ninja. It was broken. I sold the blender pitcher part first, and then I sold the smaller pitcher, and then I sold on the blade separately. So that was a good deal. Clone Wars Captain Rex. This is sealed, but you can see it's got some wear to the front. This guy sold for 25 shipped, so that was a sweet deal there. Burn Notice, the seasons 1 through 7, sorry. That sold for 56 or 57 shipped. I had paid $5 for the whole box at a church sale. It was a great deal. I bought some good stuff there. So $5 for the whole series. This is a like catcher's type mask. This one, or umpire's mask, I should say. This one sold for 25. I paid $5 for it. Here's Michael Jackson Thriller cassette. It's sealed. Someone told me it's still the original seal. I have no idea if it was resealed. I sold it for $50. The person asked me some questions. They said it looks good to them, and they bought it for 50 shipped. So I'm hoping there's no issue with it, but that one is the one I'm a little bit worried about because I wasn't the original purchaser, obviously, and everything looked like it might be legit, but like I said, I'm not an expert on it. So That's what sold out of that, and there's one kind of good sale. Well, they're all good, but one kind of home run. It's this Suzuki Omnichord. This is the 200 model, I believe. 200M, sorry. You can kind of see it there. Sorry for the video getting all messed up. But yeah, so there it is. This thing was 20 bucks at an estate sale. Comes with the power cord. Does work beautifully. Tested it out. Everything seems okay. I sold it for 280 shipped on a full price sale. Again, that was only 20 bucks. Look out for these Omnichords. I've sold one before that did not work, and I still think I got 100 bucks for it, 100 and something bucks, and I had paid like 10 for that one. So these do well. It came in the styrofoam and everything, so we'll bubble wrap all this to keep it protected, put it in a nice box with some extra packaging, and get it on its way. So that's everything for now. Hopefully there'll be some more to show you guys. If not, I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Hey everyone, back with the final sale for the weekend. These McGee and Me DVDs. They're like a Christian base, like from TBN. Kids DVDs. These were, I think, either $1.99 each or $2.99 each from Goodwill. No tax or anything. I sold these three for $33 shipped. They go medium mail. They used to do better. I used to get like 40 something for a set of 3 of these. I think there's actually 4 maybe in the whole set, but they used to do even better, but they kind of come down in price. Took probably 4 months to sell, but still worth it if you can find them. These are the special TBN edition ones, but if you can get them for $1 or so, I mean, you can make some money off them. So those sold for $33 shipped.